Okay, every piece of software has its little traps and quirks, if you whatever you want to call them, but it's these nifty little things which you tend to forget, or these small buttons you forget to turn on or switch off whenever you want to do something. So, of course, Max has its fair share, of course, and I call them Max traps. I want to show you a couple of them in this series, so I'll start with this one. It has to do with scaling. And I'll show you the solution as well, of course. But first, let me show you how and what. So I got two simple boxes down here. They look identical, but they're not. This one was created in this way, and this one was scaled to this size. So let's put this one on. Let's do a 90 bend, and of course it bends like we expected it would bend. So normal procedure. Now let's do the same with this one. Turn it on, put it on 90, and the result is totally different. Now, why is the result totally different? It's totally messed up. It has to do with the scaling. So let's look at the scaling factors, and you can see this box, original box, was scaled down and up, and this one has not been scaled. So this one is 100, 100, 100, and this one has different values. So what happens down here, basically, in your modifier stack, is that first Max is told to create a box, which it did. But the box is this kind of size. I scaled it to make it look like this one. Then I applied the bend, and then Max says, oh shit, I need to scale as well. So here we go, bang. And that's why it goes totally, well, messed up, why it gets messed up. So that's the reason. Now, is it important when you do just a model? Not really. It is important only when you start applying modifiers, but it gets more important when you start doing rigging as well. So let me unhide this little lamp down here. As you can see, this one is scaled as well. You see different factors, not all 100. And it's not a problem now because all these objects are individual objects. They are not linked to each other or whatever, not rigged or you name it, whatever. But as soon as I start linking it together already, so let me link this one to that one, link this one to that one, so now we have a normal linked object. So if I move this, the whole thing moves. If I rotate this, that one rotates as well. But now it's very obvious down here with the lamp itself. So let me rotate the lamp, and you can see it gets completely messed up. It gets a complete new shape. So the same story, it has to do with this scaling factors. They're there, they're not supposed to be there, because doing these kind of simple connections already, linking and rigging, it will mess up your total thing. So remember, you need to solve these problems before you start doing anything. So how do you solve it? Let me show you. Let me zoom in on this one. Let me go to this messed up box and throw away the bend modifier. So these are the scale settings. They all should be 100. So there's a utilities panel down here, Reset Xform. That's the one you need. So put that one on and apply it to the box. Gets added down here in the modifier stack, and you can see that the scale has jumped back to 100, 100 in all directions. So now it's properly lost its scaling, which I applied. Now if I do the modifier, put it on 90, and you see it has exactly the same size and shape as the other one. So now it behaves as expected. So remember this, because it is very important, not only with models and so on, but it gets more and more important because we tend to get stuff in from other applications like SketchUp, which is famous for its rescaling of objects which come in. So please, if you do it like this, make sure you use this Reset Xform, Reset Selected, and it will save you tremendous amount of problems along the way in your modeling and animation and rigging process. So that was it for the first step. Have fun.